Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Crochet by KJ. I'm your host, KJ. I went shopping. I'm supposed to be on this yarn diet, and JoAnn's was having their 70th anniversary sale, and they were doing 70% off yarns. So I wanted to share with you what I got. All of this here, probably, I'm gonna pan over, see if you can see what I got. And there's a little bit more on the side. Was about $70. It was last weekend at JoAnn's when they were doing that. And I think I did pretty well. I didn't go overboard, which I truly could have. So about $70 is what I spent. Today at Michael's, they're doing buy two get one free for all yarn. And a lot of their Caron cakes are on sale. They're trying to get them out. So when the new colors come out for fall, I'll make sure to secure those, and we'll go through those colorways as well. But let me share with you what I got. I picked up more Lion brand cupcake yarn. I really like this yarn. It's the colorway on this one is called Pot of Gold. And let me zoom in a little bit and show you the colors. This is what they say the colorway is. Although I don't see a ton of purple in there, so I'm kind of curious where that is. It's a 3-weight. There is 590 yards in here, 5.3 ounces, and it's all acrylic. So they're saying crochet H, and then an S, 3 and 75 millimeters for knitting. Do you guys do gauge? Like they say right here. Whoops, I'm sorry. I don't know if you can see that. Right there. There's your gauge, 4x4 and 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters. Does anybody do a gauge? I have to be honest with you, I don't do gauge. I'm just going to tell you the truth. Okay, so looking at the colorway of Pot of Gold, that's Molly. She's joining us apparently. She's casting quite a shadow. Alright, so looks like I'm starting with this deeper, kind of a marine blue here. And then into a more, it's got a little bit of a gray, hint of gray in there, into that beautiful, beautiful Kelly green. I love Kelly green. Then it's working into this light, more of a neon spring leaf green, and then a true kind of neon yellow-ish white. I don't know what color that is. Puce. It's this golden brownish greenish color. How's that for a description? There goes Molly. She just knocked over all my yarn, sorry. And then this gray blue, that's a pretty gray blue. It looks like a storm to me, storm blue. And then back out to that bright marine blue, and then into, so where's the purple? Guys, look. Those aren't purples, those are blues, right? Am I crazy? That's blue, that's not purple. That's purple. That's not. Right? Okay. Anyway, I got 4 of these. I want to do something. I love the cake yarns, these large. Sorry, now she's jumped down into all of my bags, and she's just making herself known today. I love the cake yarns for anything in a round. So I will find something in a round to do with this. Yeah, now my brain's going to all those different patterns in the round, whether it's a mitered granny or something like that. But I really, blues and greens are my favorite, and if you've watched any of my other videos, you know that. So that's why I was drawn to this one. I realized that like my last 3 or 4 listings on Etsy are all for like more male gendered baby blankets. They're more blues and greens and grays, and I was realizing I need to get some pink in my world, I guess. But I've got it coming. Let me show you in just a minute. But that's Pot of Gold from Lion Brand Cupcake, and I picked up 4 of those. So I'll move those back there. Another thing that I picked up, I'm really fascinated with these DK colors. The Premier yarn, DK color. I showed you in a previous video the shawl that I made with the gray and white one. I picked up this colorway. Let me find it. It's called Tulip. Aw, Tulip. This is also a 3 weight, 383 yards, 5 ounces. It's so nice on the hook. It's just slippery, and it works up so well and so beautifully that I had to try more. So I picked up Tulip. I want to do a shawl with this because that's what I enjoy making. It starts off with this beautiful mauve in here and then moves into a darker magenta. You can see that the cream isn't completely cream. It does have a pink running through it, so it's kind of a dirty cream. And then you go into this really light mauve, and then into like a, it's burnt. It's just a little orangey. It's got a little bit more of that orange in there. It's like a burnt mauve, and then back out to that purpley perfect mauve, and then to the deep and back out. It's so pretty. And I thought, wouldn't that be lovely in a shawl, or maybe even a nice scarf, but most likely I'm going to do a shawl with it. I enjoy making those, especially the one with the virus one or the fluffy meringue shawl. I really enjoy making that, and this yarn is just well fit for it. So that's my DK color. I got 2 of those. You can see here. Yay! The other thing I got 2 of, I haven't done a lot with these, Lion Brand Color Waves. This is called Twilight, and this yarn is also a 3, which is bizarre because when you look at that, you look how thick that is compared to this guy up here, this other Lion Brand. So this feels more like a 4. It is 80% acrylic, 20% wool, so there you go. The wool's making it thicker. In here we've got 306 yards, so pretty comparable to here. This is 100% acrylic on the DK, and the DK has 383, so a little bit less. And then the colors here are very fall. They're just, you've got the gray, the navy, the gold, there's a light blue in there. And I just thought, how pretty would that be? And then there's a cream and a really light gray. How pretty would that be for a nice cozy cowl or scarf for winter? So I'm thinking of some relatives and some Christmas presents, co-workers too even, but we live in Arizona and it doesn't get super cold here where they're gonna want to, you know, put those on. But I picked up 2 of these Color Waves Lion Brand yarn in Twilight. So I got 2 of those. Back up for you. Yeah, so I'm excited about that. And then, I'm starting to get signed up for the, you know, winter fairs and stuff, so you got to think about what you're going to sell there. The other one I picked up 2 of, am I correct on that? I got 2 of those, yeah. This is Lion Brand's Landscapes, and this is an apple orchard. This one's nice and pretty and all tight, and then the other one's pulled apart. Look at that green. Oh my gosh, look at that green. What a beautiful emerald. So yeah, I pulled, this one's kind of plucked apart, so I'm going to show you this one. You know, it's one of those sad ones sitting on the shelves going, somebody take me home because they ruined me. So I did. But this apple orchard, it's just, these are all like jewel tones, and you can see it really well. It's like opened up like a flower here. But you've got that really bright, vivid ruby, scarlet red, and then more into a ruby garnet color. You've got the bright aqua blue moving into a deeper blue, and then that beautiful emerald green. And then there's like a, let's see if I find it over here. The transition almost looks like an army green here. So you can kind of see how that all plays together. Isn't that gorgeous? Those colors just really stood out to me. I thought, well, I need to have that. My husband just laughed. This is a 4-weight. The Lion Brand Landscapes 4-weight, 100% acrylic. You've got only 147 yards in here. So if you're picking this up, you have to really consider, okay, what am I going to be able to make out of 147 yards? You're going to get about a scarf, maybe a little bit more than that, depending on your size. They're asking for a K-hook on this guy, and a 6mm size 10 knitting needle. So machine wash, it's pretty. It's very soft too. So I picked up 2 of those, and I was thinking hat and scarf. That matched. And then I picked up some Red Heart Unforgettable. I have other colorways of this one, but this was just so soft. And I thought I have somebody in mind that I would like to make something for on this one. Look at this one. See, this is also a 4-weight. And then that's a 4-weight. Isn't that bizarre? Somebody in a video explained it to me, why these are both 4s. And it didn't stick. I'm sorry. This is called Echo, this colorway. And this is 3.5 ounces, 270 yards. So a bit more than the landscapes. Colorway Echo, what you have in here are a lot of soft, I'm going the wrong way. And I'm going to move my light over here a little bit. Let's see if we can get you a little more light on this color. There you go. All right, that's a little better. So you have some really soft colors in here, lots of things going on. You've got a gray, you've got a purple, you've got the mauve, you've got a gold, you've got a green, you've got a dark green, a light gray. There's lots of just gorgeous variety in this. I'm not sure if you're getting the justice of it from this video, but it's really just quite lovely. The colors are just so muted and so soft and almost like watercolored. I don't know, but that just sounded goofy coming out of my mouth. But that's what attracted me to these. So I picked up 2 of these, and again, I'm thinking for the vendor sales and stuff that these would make pretty scarves and cowls. So something lightweight, especially where I live here in the valley in Arizona. So I picked up 2 of those. Okay, the last thing I picked up that day was the Caron Cake Simply Soft Stripes, and this is called New York Times. No, I'm so sorry, Times Square. Times Square is what it's called. I just finished, so this kind of goes with my what's on my hook. I just finished yesterday a project, haven't started another one, but there's a YouTuber, her channel is called Repeatafterme Crafting, and she shows you how to do yarn pooling, color pooling, with the Caron Cakes Simply Soft. So this is what I just made. It's pretty good size. I'd say it's probably close to 30 inches wide. And then it's a square. And you can kind of see the different colors and how they did end up pooling. And it looks argyle and it's super cute. And it's just 3 double crochets and it's lined up in a certain way. So this is 95 chains across. And then you start like halfway through a colorway on there. So I started like halfway through with the blue and I was able to do 3 of those. And then it's 6 white, 6 yellow, 6 green, 6 blue, and then 3 again. And then it moves over 1. You go up and it's 4, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, and then 2. And then it just kind of keeps repeating and it's super cute, but it's not super big. This was 3 skeins of yarn. And I thought, well, I'd like to double that. So I got 6 of the Times Square, thinking if I go 190 chains, but then I started thinking, well, dummy, if you only go 3 high, you're going to have 90 across and it's still only going to be this high. So I ended up getting 12 of them to do my experiment. I think my math is right. I keep going back and forth, but I feel like my math is right on that. So I picked this up. I picked up 12 of them. My husband was rolling his eyes pretty good, like seriously 12. And then I was trying to tell him what I was doing and I lost him. So, but the Caron Simply Soft Stripes, really nice soft yarn, very pliable, easy to work with. It's a 4-weight, 5mm hooks for knitting, USH 5mm for crochet. It's 100% acrylic. Just a really nice yarn. Very predictable. The only thing, if you go to Repeat After Me and you watch her video and you think, okay, I can do that, she shows you that you can't start like at the beginning of the skein. You have to go in to the second color. Maybe we put on this one. Good Lord, there's a lot of blue. Okay, so the second color goes to this light pink, and then let me pull out the pink here. Do do do. Do do do. I don't really, did that change color? It did. Oh boy, that's gonna be tough because it goes from this like purple. Where's the change? I think right in there. Holy cow, that's gonna be interesting. So you would start in the middle of this purple to begin the 3. So here's what I learned. I did a center pull from the first skein of the Simply Soft in this colorway, and when I went to do the second skein, the colorway was backwards from the middle pull. So then I had to go from the outside to make sure that the colorway was going the same way. And it turns out, of the 6 skeins that I bought to do this, and I only used 3 so I can make another one, that first one was the only one with the colorway that way from the center pull. All of the others were the other way. So that was a little frustrating. But anyway, so check her out, Repeat After Me Crafters. She'll show you how to do the color pulling in the granny type stitch, and that's all good. So what's on your hook? What are you guys up to? Molly must have gotten a hold of this too. A little bit good. I hope that you guys are all doing well. I'm sorry I've been absent so bit. We're starting new school year, and I'm in education, so lots of business and getting the school year off the ground. We're in Arizona. A lot of us do modified, so we've already been in school almost a month. My school's starting week 3 tomorrow. My son's is starting week 4 tomorrow. So we've been busy getting back in the swing of things. I hope this video finds you all well and something happy on your hook or on your needles. And I will talk with you again soon. Have a happy crochet day. Thanks for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thanks. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.